This is Packet Tracer 7.2.2, building the prototype network. The objective is to build and test a prototype network for use in the Stadium prototype test plan. Step 1 is to connect all devices shown in the topology diagram. We had a PDF to accompany this packet tracer that gave the instructions on which ports and types of media to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back to start with step 2. Now you can check once you're finished with that to see if you have all of the right type of connections. So as you see the check marks on the type, it will tell you that all of these were correct. We're going to go to step 2. So using the addressing table, configure the host name and interface IP addresses on all of the devices. I'm going to configure 3, 1 PC, 1 switch, and 1 router. Then I'm going to pause, finish the rest, and come back. So on PC 2 is where I'm going to start. Go to the config tab. In the global settings, you'll need to put in the gateway, which is 172.18.8.1. and also the DNS server. And the DNS server is the discovery server address, which is 172.18.4.25. Now click on the Ethernet interface and an IP configuration. We'll put in your IP address 172.18.8.10 and click on subnet mask, and you'll change this 0 to 255. And that is it for the PC. Now we're going to do the switch. Go to command line, enter, enable, conft, host name is going to be switch 2, int VLAN 1, IP address 172.18.8.2 space 255.255.255.0, enter, IP default gateway. That'll be 172.18.8.1, and this kicks you out of the interface, so just type it in again and then do a no shut. Exit. Now line VTY 04, password Cisco, login, end, and right. And that's it for the switch. Now let's go to router 4, command line, enter, enable, conft, host name, it's going to be router 4, enable password, do Cisco, enable secret, class, int fa 0/0, IP address 172.18.8.1 space 255.255.255.0, no shut, exit, int s0/1/0, IP address 172.18.0.18 space 255.255.255.252, clock rate 56,000, no shut, exit, line VTY 0 space 4, password Cisco, login, exit. Now we're going to do routing protocol. So router EIGRP 1 in our network statements 172.18.8.0, network 172.18.0.16, no auto summary, or end, right. Now that we've done a PC, a switch, and a router, I'm going to configure the rest and then I'll be back. I finished with configuring all the devices, and we actually did step 2, 3, and 4. We used the address table to configure host names, IP addresses, basic security, and ERGRP on the routers to advertise networks. In step 5, we're going to perform basic connectivity tests using several different commands, starting with ping. So you want to go to PC1, go to desktop, command prompt. We're going to ping PC2. So PC2 is 172.18.8.10, and we have a reply from that. Let's do a trace route to PC2. So 172.18.8.10, and you can see the hops that it went through. Let's go into router 4, enable, do a show run, where we have our passwords, our host name, our EIGRP. Go to router 3, enable, put my password in, and show run all of those interfaces. Router 1, show run. Now there is one thing I want to point out as well. For router 1 and router 4, you pull that up. Router 4, if you didn't notice that on the serial interfaces, those two have the clock rate, which I just used 56,000 on there. On this one, I'm going to put in a show IP route. This will show you all of the routes that are connected. Then you see which ones are directly connected and which ones are connected EIGRP. Show IP EIGRP interfaces on this as well. Everything that's in the EIGRP. Close these and check our results, and it's 100% that everything is completed. And that is Packet Tracer 7.2.2, building the prototype network.